Hi everyone. My name is Tijani Uganlende, and this is my introduction and welcome message. Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. Um, what I'm going to be talking about, what I'm going to be doing with this channel is I'm going to be addressing I would say, serious issue, serious to some, and taboo to others. So to cut the long story short, I'm basically going to be talking about porn addiction. Yeah, I know. And this one is personal to me because it's something that I have gone through. I guess you could still say to a certain degree that I'm still going through. It's a process. But that's what I'm going to be talking about, and that's what I'm going to be addressing. And in the coming weeks, I'm going to be posting weekly, and I'm going to go from basically my initial exposure to it um, to the point where I realized it was a problem, to the point where I realized I needed to do something about it, and I'll talk about those things that I did about it, how those things helped me, and how they didn't, because some of those things didn't work, and just basically where I am now and where I want to be in the future. Now, this isn't necessarily about me, it's just me using my own experience to kind of reach out to other people who may be going through something similar, who might not even realize that they have a problem, or they're looking for different ways or inspiration on ways of solving this problem. Or maybe you just need motivation, the kind of need a little kick in the pants. You need to see someone out there who's in the same situation, struggling with it, making progress, and maybe for some that's all you need in order to kind of get things going on your end. So to a certain degree, yes, it's about me, but then it's also about what I'm trying to do for other people. So that's it. That's my introduction. Um, in the next week, I'm going to be talking about mainly how I came to be exposed to be how I came to be exposed, how I my initial exposure to pornography, and what that did and the impact that that had. I will say one thing, that this is not an easy thing for me to talk about, let alone you know put out to the world. But I do feel like it's important enough, considering how difficult it has been for me and how long I've been going through it. Not to mention, people that have been affected by it. That's also an important thing that some of us might not necessarily consider. I'm also aware that some of you out there don't even believe that this thing is an addiction. That's fine. Call it whatever you want. If we want to boil it down and not call it an addiction, it's a compulsion. It's a behavioral problem. Um, yeah, those are some of the ways that I would think about it without calling it an addiction. Either way, it's a thing that the individual keeps going back to, kind of regardless of the consequences. And so, in that sense, it does present an issue to the life of the person that's going through it. Now, don't get me wrong. This is not it's not a helpless kind of situation. Absolutely not. Because at the end of the day, it was my decision to go do what I did every single time, every single time. So I own that, and I take complete responsibility for it. And I also realize that there are a lot of people that have been affected by it. And so that's my goal with this channel, is to talk about it, shed light onto it, um, add my voice to the many voices that are talking about this, people who are not afraid. In part, the reason why I'm doing this is because I was inspired by other people who have done this, and I know how that's helped me, especially in the last year and a half. And so I want to do the same. And you can call it paying it forward, you can call it a search for redemption, you can call it me just trying to help people out, whatever. You can call me a selfish a-hole, whatever you want to call it. Either way, I'm talking about it. So yeah, that's that. That's my introduction. Again, welcome. Hi. And if this is something that you want to learn about, know about, or just get a little bit more exposure to or understand, then stick around. Stick around. Next week, I'll be talking about, like I said before, my initial experience in it. So with that, I'm gonna sign off. Thanks for watching. It's my first video ever. So I wouldn't mind some suggestions on like how to like work things or how to improve things. I'm not a videographer. Well, I guess you could say that I am now. But yeah, again, welcome. Thanks for joining me, and I hope to see you guys next week.